War is often remembered by its grand battles, its celebrated heroes, and its unimaginable horrors. But for the soldiers on the front lines, survival often depended on something far simpler, something far more fundamental: a hole in the ground. This is the story of the Foxhole, a crude, dirt-dug shelter, born not from high-level strategy, but from pure, raw necessity. From the static trenches of World War I to the fast-moving fronts of World War II, the Foxhole became the infantryman's safest refuge. It was a place to fire from, a place to rest, and sometimes the only thing separating life from death. To an outsider, it might just look like a pit in the earth. But to a soldier, it was a carefully crafted piece of survival engineering. A standard one-man foxhole was deep enough to stand in, but narrow to reduce the chance of a direct hit. It had a small ledge, a grenade sump to kick explosives into, and slope sides to keep the soil from collapsing under the constant concussions. And two-man foxholes, they were about more than just extra space. They meant shared watch duty, shared fear, and shared stories whispered in the quiet moments between terrifying barrages of shelling. In the heat of combat, these foxholes were sanctuaries, however fragile they might be. Incoming artillery could collapse them, torrential rain could flood them. Biting cold could turn them into frozen tombs. But when the world exploded above, a soldier dove into that small opening, clutching his rifle, praying the earthen walls would hold. Countless veterans recall their foxholes as the place they came face to face with pure terror and with their truest selves. But a foxhole wasn't just for protection, it became home. It's where meals were eaten, letters were written, and sleep was snatched in broken, nerve-wracking shifts. In the brutal winter of the Ardennes, soldiers of the 101st Airborne lived in their foxholes for weeks, frozen to the bone, constantly shelled, yet refusing to yield. In that tiny space, friendships were forged through shared danger and silent trust. Many veterans later said the person they trusted most in their entire life was the one who shared their foxhole during the darkest nights. Even with today's advanced technology, drones, smart weapons, and high-tech armor, the foxhole lives on. It's been modernized, reinforced, and often renamed a fighting position. But the fundamental truth remains: sometimes the safest place on the battlefield is still a simple hole in the earth. Today, many of these old foxholes lie forgotten, reclaimed by nature. But each one tells a story of fear, of endurance, and of young men clinging to life in the simplest shelter ever dug. In war, not every monument is carved from marble. Some are carved silently into the earth, a quiet testament to the idea that survival often comes from the humblest of places. Thanks for watching. If you found this story meaningful, please like this video and subscribe for more chapters from history.